Welcome to today's live ritual, writing ritual. And I'm going to go ahead and pop the uh, prompt in the chat for today's writing ritual. I want to welcome everyone that's here and is going to do the writing and for showing up for yourself today. So, congratulations to you. Also, what I would like to do before we get started is to honor the veterans. Today in the United States, it is Memorial Day, and I would just like to take a brief moment to honor them and honor them with our breath. And then we can also use that breath to ground ourselves before we start our writing ritual. So, everyone, if you're sitting down, if you're not sitting down, go ahead and sit down. Put your feet on the floor, and your hands in your lap. Go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep grounding breath to the count of three. Pause at the top and then let that breath go to the count of four or five. If you can, let that exhale be just a little bit longer. It's good for our nervous system. It's a great way to regulate and to get in touch with ourselves, to get grounded. So, my next Substack that I'm writing, my post, is about making your future come to you. And that inspired me today to write, to create this live and do my next writing ritual on making an exercise, a writing exercise that would be geared toward making your future come to you. So writing about the way that you would like your life to look. And in for the writing prompt, what I did was in the chat, if you subscribe, I went ahead and created a free PDF that you can download and look at in the chat. But if you don't have that, you can look into the chat, what I popped in. The first thing that we're going to do as we get started, because we're 5 minutes in, the first thing that we'll do is we're going to go ahead and visualize. We're going to close our eyes and imagine what we would like to manifest, and that's what this writing ritual is about. It's kind of like manifesting our best lives, and it's called deliberate magic. So we can, based on the idea that we can make deliberate magic ourselves. And the whole thing, too, is based on a writing exercise that was created by a writer, a psychologist, and her name is, I'm looking it up right here, and this is in the PDF. Um, she went ahead and created this, and that was a really good exercise for her to create. And that's basically what this PDF is based upon. It's on her psychologist, Laura King. That's what the best possible self exercise is that we're doing. And it's just writing your way into a life that you want. So this is really similar to a ritual I did recently called the index card ritual, where we wrote on an index card what we wanted for our future. But this is a little bit different because with this one, all you're going to need is just a plain journal like I've got that's lined, and a plain notebook, and then a pen and a pen. So you're going to think of something that you want, whether it's in your, there's 5 writing areas you can choose from: relationships, body and health, work and purpose, inner life, and or I think just manifestation, whatever you'd like to manifest. So we'll go ahead and take 3 minutes. I'll go ahead and set a timer for that. And we'll just kind of sit there and visualize what we want, and we'll do some breathing. And we'll go ahead and get started now. And you're just thinking kind of about what you want to write about. Okay, so our 3 minutes are almost up. You can set, this is the time that you have to set an intention for your writing. We're going to go ahead and write for 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and close up. And I'm going to set some classical music to get us started. And I'm also going to do a ritual that I really love, and this is one of my bells that I have in my home. And I'm just going to ring the bell to clear the air. And I always do this before writing. So here we go. Join me now for our writing ritual.
It takes 90 seconds for this.
Okay, if you've just joined us, we are 2 minutes away from our writing ritual. We are still doing our writing ritual, and welcome to everyone that's joined. I see James Raphael says hello. Hello. I see Deborah. Deborah joined also. Hello, Deborah, Assemblywoman Deborah. The prompt is in the chat. We're 2 minutes out from our writing ritual. We've got 2 minutes of writing left. So you still have time. You can just pick up a paper, a pad, and a pen, and go ahead and start writing. And I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Okay, friends, our time is up. So we have finished our writing ritual time period of this chat, of this live on Substack. So we can sit back and reflect. This is a really good time to reflect on any writing that you may have done. Um, we are here for our writing rituals that are healing and helpful to us. We can gain a lot of insight by writing and learning about ourselves. And in my chat of Easy Ways to Empower You, my Substack, I went ahead and popped in a free PDF called Deliberate Magic. And it's just about how you can write about your best possible future and your best possible self. And in the chat, I also put the steps of what you can do to do that writing, what areas you can write about. You can write about relationships, you can write about career, you can write about your health. I chose to write about my career, and then from there, my career went, I was writing about my career, but it kind of turned into affirmations at the toward the end. I started writing some affirmations that I like and that I journal with. And every morning that I write those affirmations, um, I write almost the same ones every day um, that are rewiring my brain, and they're helping me in my relationships and with my life. So that's kind of how writing works, and that's how it's been helpful and healing for me is to write my affirmations out. And one of the affirmations that I like to write is, I live in serenity, sobriety, safety, and softness. And so that one is actually true, and I'm grateful for that. So that can, we can make our lives happen if we go ahead and write, and we know what we want to kind of manifest. We know what we want to manifest. We can just write about it, and miracles will happen from the writing. It'll either heal us and help us and make us whole. So, this is your time right now, too. Now that we finished our writing, I'd like to know if there's anyone that got anything from the writing today. If you did the writing exercise, go ahead and pop it into the chat. We would love to hear it. If you weren't able to do the writing exercise or you popped on later, know that you can always write maybe even just a sentence to yourself. Writing a sentence or maybe affirming to yourself that how amazing you are, or that your day is going to work out really well, is also a really grounding way to start. Sometimes I say things like all my relationships are harmonious, so that's really helpful. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes before we decide to, we start closing out our day to day on Substack. And if anyone wants to pop in and share what they wrote, this is your time. We are here for you. And I don't see any comments in the chat. So I'm grateful to know that people are here and you're writing anyways. Even if you just write a sentence, as I said before, anything that kind of, you know, says where you're at. Um, Good morning, Mary. Mary wrote, "Good morning. Good morning, my friend. I can write a sentence. My dream of a teepee is manifesting and it will come together this week." Yes, it will, Mary. Your dreams will come together this week, and you can go ahead and manifest them. So I believe you can. Keep writing, and thank you for joining. I appreciate your input. So now that we've all finished our writing ritual for the week, I want to go ahead and close with a sincere thank you to everyone that joined me today on Memorial Day holiday. Um, Thank you so much for being here. And as always, thank yourself for showing up to the page, and thank yourself for writing, and know that writing is healing and that many miracles can come out of it. So I hope to see you all next week. Next week is a full moon. On Saturday, Sunday, we have a blue moon, the first blue moon in 2 years. And I will be doing a writing ritual for that blue moon next weekend. So thanks for being here. I wish everyone a wonderful week, and I will see you all soon. And sending you all love. Thanks. Bye bye.